Hello YouTube and welcome back to my 6th edition on the Legend series. Today I have a player who is on the Platinum Tour. His current world golf rank is 49. Uh, Everybody knows him as gobluebrad. I know him as Brad Townsend. Played some of his latest courses. Um, Fantastic designer in my opinion and probably an even better player. Welcome to the channel, Brad.
Thanks, Brendan. Appreciate you having me on.
No, no
I'm excited
problem.
for this.
And so am I. And to be honest, I'm intrigued by the course that we're playing today because this looks like something you've been putting together. I have
Y-
played one of your previous courses on a course review, and I was massively impressed, I must say. So on this course, is there a name for this course, or are you in deciding what's going on there?
it's actually going to be called Luapele, which
Okay,
is Hawaiian for volcano.
nice.
And when you get into the course, you'll understand where that comes from. But this
Okay,
course is actually specifically designed for actually progressives tournament. So he's going to
nice.
do an alt shot tournament, and this course is going to be
Ah,
that play
little
friendly.
insider info there for me. I like that. I've not got time
Yeah.
for that. I might have to go looking for a partner. So on this match, we are playing match play, and we are playing off the back tees on pin 3. Medium winds from the north, and Brad has left everything at default. Default on here, by the look of things, is normal, normal, and medium fast. And the settings, and I pretty much know this, I believe, we'll be playing on normal TVC settings, I believe, Brad.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent.
The only thing I put the wind meter. I think the wind meter might be on.
Ah,
But other than that,
it,
it's master.
it means nothing, mate. My first question for you is, what are your top 5 computer games of all time?
Ooh, that's a good question. Top five computer games. Well, obviously I like the golf games, so this one I really put up there. Command and Conquer.
Okay,
So Command and Conquer
yeah, I know the game.
is a good one. Absolutely. Age of Empires is
Yep.
another one, another PC game. I would say probably, college football. So I
Okay.
know it's hasn't been out in a while, but I loved playing some college football.
Yeah, that needs to
And what
go.
is
I
that?
think that could be in trouble by the look of things. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Uh-oh.
That's not ideal.
It's par five.
Yeah, that's it. Um,
Par five.
Sports games
Um,
obviously seems to be the main factor there for you.
yeah, yeah. I like strategy games. It's probably why I take to designing courses because it's all about strategy.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
But yeah, and then competitive games. So yeah, I mean, I like playing some NBA in my PlayStation as well.
Yeah,
That's pretty fun. That's a good shot there.
yeah, we're out there. That's fine. We're out there. It gives us a chance to get up and down.
Yep.
No, there's some different range of games there for sure, Brad. That's quite good. I mean, obviously, I know you through respect of this game, and to be honest, from my point of view, on a personal level, I knew you were a good player on 21. You made platinum, but I feel like you've come into your own on this game. And you've been playing some really, really good, solid stuff, and it's good to see your name up top of a lot of these leaderboards.
Thanks.
If I'm going to be completely honest with you, it's not
Yeah.
not been like myself. I've been on a bit of a struggle. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, um,
Yeah. It's a different game, different mechanic. The strategy's kind of the same,
yeah,
but yeah, it's tricky for sure.
yeah, it's certainly had my number. It's been hard work. It looks very good. Right, we're gonna have to make one for a half already.
I'm sure
Okay.
you got it.
Well, you never know with me. It depends what one of me turns up, Brad. It could be any one of us. It felt good, but it's missed low. That's my normal, Brad. That is me up to a T at the moment. So my results so far, I've beat Trent 2-1.
Oh yeah.
I beat Phil 3-2. I lost to Desi 5-4.
Oh wow.
I was 2 up through 3 holes as well against Desi. I lost a tripping on the 18th hole. He beat me by 1 hole, and me and Chewy halved.
Uh-oh. Well, you don't want to go down there.
No, I kind of feel like I know what to do here. I just don't need to be
uh,
down there. Of course, green looks a bit tasty.
yeah, it's a shorter hole, so the green's gonna be a little bit more tricky for sure.
Well, I'm quite surprised that hasn't even got there. I thought I played that really well. It even hit a perfect.
I'll
So
I'll trade you.
yeah, if you make bogey from there, mate, you've done quite well.
Man, yeah.
For everybody watching, this is the world golf ranking number 49 down here. Get your screenshots in.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, that's unlucky. Okay, this should be simple up and down.
I'll get in there. Nice shot.
Put too much spin on it. It was more of a case of get it closer, mate. Try and hold this one out. To be completely honest.
Yeah. I gotta hold this one out just for a half. Oh, no fell. I'll do it.
Ah, stop it.
Oh, look at that.
Get that
Blind
one.
squirrel.
Get that one clipped up, mate. That's a great par. That is. My next
Thanks.
question for you, and I think I know the answer to this. Um, People at home won't. Real golf. Are you any good? What's your handicap? And do you have any great stories? Of course, I know the answer to this, so I'll let you explain the story.
Oh man, I've got plenty of stories. So, for those who don't know, I played in college and then I played professionally for a few years. Um, Made a decent amount of money, uh, tens of thousands and thousands of dollars. I've got double-digit wins. As far as handicap, I don't really keep up with handicap that much because
It's going to be
once
in the
you kind of
pluses.
yeah, it'll be in
Yeah,
the plus.
yeah.
Um, Other than that, I mean, stories. I've got plenty. So, John Daly, I I actually know a guy. So years ago we met and introduced me to John Daly. So I've got to play with him
Nice.
uh, several times. Barry Sanders. So
I know the
I was
name.
practicing on the range one time, and Barry Sanders saw me hitting golf balls. And of course, I'm from Michigan, and he played for the Detroit Lions, which that's in Michigan.
Yep.
And but we're actually in Oklahoma, and he went to Oklahoma State. His son, plays football in high school here at the time, and uh, yeah, he was like, "Hey, man, you really hit the ball really well." I'm like,
I've I've
"Thanks."
seen a lot of videos of you playing, and you do hit the ball well. Let's say me myself, I played off 5, I think it was the lowest I got to. And I used to hit the ball like really well, not as good as what I've seen some people play. And short game was my thing. Short game was my thing. I used to spray the ball a lot, but
Hmm.
when I always used to get myself out of trouble around the greens and putting. To be honest, I'm completely the opposite on here, and then I hit a very slow. Please get on the fairway. No,
Oh,
not today. Awful shot. It'll teach me for talking through. Um, but yeah, I've seen some of the things that you've done on the course. Very impressive. And I knew asking that question, I knew the answer, what the answer was, and I'm sure a lot of folks at home look at this. Look at this. I
I'd
would,
love to take credit for that.
yeah, I would say, oh, you're ashamed of yourself, but I know you're not.
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Oh,
right, let's try and work this out. But yeah, it's nice to have. We've had a range of all types of golfers on. To be honest, like level wise, it's been a lot of. This could work, you know. Is it
Green
going to
kind of
come
runs
back?
away a little
Yeah,
bit, but yeah,
yeah,
that's a good shot from there.
yeah. We'll take that.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah, I would say that you are the first player to come on that has a background of playing professionally with winning, and not only winning, but obviously taking home some good money while you do it as well.
Yeah, I think the last tournament I won was in. I went back to play. I think it was in 2021.
Yep.
Was the last one, and I think that one was oh, it was a mini tour event, so it was about $20,000, which was it's always kind of nice.
Can't knock that, mate. We'll take
Up
that,
out
mate.
there.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can't. Winning at anything is massive in that respect. Um, we all play to win. Yeah, we'll
Absolutely.
hold.
Thanks. Now, we'll
Joey,
say on this course, don't
go on.
judge the cart pass or anything like that. Those aren't smoothed out, but
No,
the course is.
I kind of gathered that. I had a good look at that from when you just bounced one off there.
Yeah, I got to smooth those out a little bit.
No, mate. At the end of the day, it's. I know some people say this word differently, but it's a beta,
Yep.
and you obviously got work to go on it. Um, so far, it does look really nice, I must say. My next question for you is TGC Tours, um, just the game in general. Been your favourite moment on this game?
On 23 or the
Eight,
franchise as a
just
whole?
the franchise as a whole.
I think it'd be probably winning my first TGC Tour event. Um, I joined TGC Tours about this time last year,
Yep.
and I got a win on the Kinetic Tour, and I was super excited about that.
I think I
And
remember. Didn't you win two very close together?
I did. Yeah, I won, and then 2 weeks later, I won again. So it
It's
was.
really good. It's really, really good. Something I haven't got. That is, it's something I'm striving to try and do is to get that win on TGC. But it's tough. It's really tough. The level of competition I'm trying to take here, Brad. Whether this will work or not, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna. Come on,
It
baby.
might. It might. Uh, not
Nearly,
bad.
nearly. Um, yeah, I've been struggling on TGC anyway, as of
Well,
late. But
you have the game. I
I
know
do
you.
when it's right.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, we can play. I from my own perspective, I would have said last game I probably was one of the better players in the world.
Yes.
I've definitely dropped off for sure this game at the moment, and it's just it's a fighting battle with me in this game. I say I'm either shooting, and you will see by my Trinity Tour scores today. I shot minus 16 first round, minus 6 second round. That is me
Oh
to a
wow.
T at the moment. Yeah, there's no happy
Yeah.
medium, mate. It's either excellent or it's awful. So
Yeah. And I understand that because in the design community, you don't really have any. I think Chewy's probably the only other
hit
flat
that
player
rock,
that I
hit that
know.
rock.
Oh, that's
Oh,
still gonna be nice. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to design and be a top player. It's hard to
yes,
do both,
yeah,
and so juggling that is very difficult.
yeah. I quite well imagine. And I played Chewy's latest course, and I really enjoyed that as well. That was a really good course. Go on, this
Yeah,
could be really
yeah.
good. Just give me a nice bounce, and you could
I
get there.
think that might be pretty solid. Yeah, it's
Oh,
still a good spot to be.
I thought that was all over it. Yeah, Chewy's course was really, really nice. I think I had the first couple of plays on that as well, which was really, really good. Good of him to do that, because obviously he doesn't have to do that. And we had a really good game on there. Um, I think I've led the majority of the game. Look at this for a return. He's hit that so high, that's going to stop.
Oh, it didn't come down.
That is
Oh, man.
unreal.
Yeah.
Okay, we should. I'll be disappointed if I don't hold this. Just about keeping my line straight.
What a chip,
There we
sir.
go. Thank you.
Nice.
Probably the best part of my game on these, to be honest. If I could putt, I'd be much better. If I could putt.
I think I'm going to hit a putt here.
I was going to say, you've already chipped in once on me.
Yeah. Not an easy one.
Oh,
Nope.
that's shot off.
Yeah.
Back to all square
I
we
didn't want to
go.
leave it short. I didn't want to leave it short.
Here's a cracking question for you, because obviously I think when we talk about anything to do with real life golf, I think you're going to come up with some really good answers. What is your favourite golf course you have ever played in real life?
Oh, boy.
That is so short. Do not hit slows.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably have to say Whistling Straits.
You've just
Would
made me a very jealous man in just one answer. That's a lovely golf course.
Yes, and
Not quite as lovely as this shot, Brad. That is all over. Is it too long? That's perfect.
yeah,
Perfect.
back there in the middle. Yeah, we
Yeah,
actually had our college conference final at Whistling Straits, so we got treated. We got to stay at that 5 Diamond resort they have there. We got to play both the Irish and the Straits course, so it was a treat.
I bet it was. That's definitely. I mean, I've always liked two courses that have always caught my. I mean, you got the obvious. You got Augusta and courses like that, but two that have always caught my eye that I would love to play: Whistling Straits and Chambers Bay.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
They are
absolutely. I'd
two
love to go play
courses
up in
that have,
Chambers.
yeah, they've always caught my eye. I would absolutely love to play those. They are bucket list for me. Can't we need this? Oh, that's a bad bogey from me there. Just giving you a hole there for no reason, just after I nicked one back.
Well, I appreciate the gift. Thank you.
No, that's fine. Christmas has just been, so just a late present for you. It's
Yeah,
silly of
yeah.
me.
I'd love to get across the pond and go play, English and Scottish courses. I think that would be exciting, get back
Yeah,
to the roots of golf.
yeah, absolutely. There are some cracking gems, probably more Scotland than England, but there are most definitely some cracking golf courses this way.
Ah,
Ooh, this looks like you can get there with a 3 wood as well, mate.
yeah, you just gotta be careful because
Yeah,
it'll roll, roll.
if a wind has that, that's going to be spot on.
I think that's gonna be really good,
It can go in if it
really
wants, Brad.
good.
It can
Oh,
go in if it
one
wants.
time? Oh,
Oh, I'll speed it up now.
uh,
Look at that.
yeah.
I tried to Hollywood it by slowing and making sure I didn't speed it up. Just in hope that you
That
might have
was
got
uh,
in.
that was a heck of a shot.
Is that a flop you just played there, Brad? It can't was a punch my end, but
Yeah, it was a flop.
yeah, it kills me. I just cannot play that shot. Cost me so many strokes around. Alright.
Yeah, it comes in handy, especially when you're
Oh,
in a situation where you got to really stop it.
yeah, for sure. Have I hit this hard enough? I have.
Oh,
Gave it a good run. Left it
yeah,
high as well. I've got no problem with that. Yeah, good birdie. Yeah, I
yep.
definitely will enjoy this. I mean, if Progressive's got something going on, I will definitely. I assume there'll be. Do you know any inside info on that? I mean, this is not coming out for a while, so It will be for people that are obviously listening, but any sort of restrictions on partners, or is it just partner up and away you go?
Yeah, yeah. There's no details on the tournament. Basically, Kyle, he asked me to pick right, pick right,
Yeah,
design a
lovely.
course with an alt shot in mind, or even a match play in mind for one of his um, golf tournaments. For money.
Yep.
And there's no specific date yet. It's really dependent on when this course is finished, and I
Okay.
still have
Still got a
plenty of
way
work
to
to
go,
do.
I imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, the clubhouse area up there needs to be completely done. I'm
How
not
many
even sure.
hours you put into it so far, Brad?
I'm getting better at the designer, so really not as much as my last course to this point. I probably put in 50 hours on it.
That's a lot of time still.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time. My next question for you, going off topic, what's your dream four ball? Pick three people to play golf with you. Don't matter dead, alive, sportsman, not sportsman. Who's joining you on the golf course?
Well, that's a really good question. Um, well, I got to bring John Daly with me. I'm
Okay,
sorry. He is an absolute good time.
he's a
So
legend.
he's there for a good time.
Yeah, always.
And he can bomb it. I also think I want to bring with me, yeah, good putt.
Thank you.
Arnold Palmer, another charismatic golfer.
Yeah,
Um, love to
yeah, because
love to play with him. And then I think the last one, it's probably gonna have to be Tiger Woods for me.
I think nearly everyone at Tiger's been in that for
Oh,
obvious reasons.
oh yes, yeah. I mean, to me, the greatest golfer of my generation, greatest golfer of all
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah,
Um, you could throw in Jack Nicklaus in there if you really wanted
yeah,
to, but I was always more partial to Arnold Palmer just because he was a showman,
yeah. Oh,
and
big
I
time.
can
Yeah,
I can appreciate that.
yeah. Those players, they're champagne players, and I think Chewy might be the only one that may not have said Tiger. I think, um, but yeah, Tiger's a big hit for Dream Four balls and stuff like that. I can't believe that's gone that far right. That's my goofy line, but it gives us a chance. As you're sitting in the rough over there. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
good angle though.
there's been some good answers, been some funny answers. I think we've had a few family members in there. Ooh, it's got to see. I think. Oh
Yeah.
no, it's not too bad. But yeah, based upon my results so far, think I've played five, one, two. You haven't done it to me again, have you? Oh, good
No,
try.
almost.
Yeah, I've played five, one, two, lost two, and halved one. So um, I
So
would
you're at
very,
500.
yeah, I am at the moment. I'd very much like to try and get one back today. That's an awful putt, I believe. I can't believe it kind of broke that much. But that is my biggest problem on this game is lack of putting. Or the last game, I think you could give me putts from anywhere on the course and it would almost nearly go in. On here,
Hmm.
it's it's a cooler for me because I'm sitting there thinking I just don't understand. I'm kind of like I've got to learn how to putt again. It's a killer. It really is. Oh, nice drivable one here, Brad.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. You want
Okay.
to hit it kind of as the left part of that fairway.
Yes. My next question for you is In real life, name me 3 golfers you hate, you can't stand. Who are they and why?
3 golfers that I cannot stand. Jerry Kelly would be the first one.
You got to tell me
Why?
why. You got to tell me why. Yeah. Look at that,
He's got
identical.
right. He's got the he has a reputation, right, over the years of being like the clown guy on the golf course, but I've seen him probably, I don't know,
Oh,
20 times. Ooh, I thought you did it to me.
yeah, so did I.
I've talked to him personally. I've played around with him personally. It's all show. He is
Okay.
not. He is not the go go
Got a
go
chance.
go
Stop
go.
it.
Uh,
So I lip out and
anyway.
you actually hold it. I'm not happy about this.
That's a good place to be.
Absolutely.
Anyway, yeah, I saw it. So I remember this one time he was playing a Sony Open in Hawaii, and a kid
Look at this
sneezed, and
hole.
he, yeah, he cussed the kid out, and I thought
Really?
that was pretty bad. Um, Patrick Reed, because he's a cheater, be the next one. Boy, I'm kind of in between clubs here, so we'll go with that.
It don't matter, Brad. You'll probably hold it out anyway.
Not too bad.
Who's number 3 for you?
Number 3. Man, that's a tough one. I don't know. I've never been asked that question before.
Put it this way. I asked Chewy, and Chewy basically said, I don't hate anyone. You know what Chewy's like. He's most definitely a
Oh
lover and not a
yeah.
fighter. Most definitely.
Well, this putt's got a lot of break to it, but not that much break.
It is a wild question, but it's sort of you get the sort of like the impression of
Yeah,
like Trent come up with Rory Sabatini as an
I, c-
example.
I could see that. The
Wow.
people that I would say I don't. It's because I've probably met them,
Yep.
or I know people in the business who know them
Yep.
very, very well, multiple, and they all have the same bad things to say.
Yeah.
So I haven't really come across people playing too much where I'm just like, okay, I want really nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Of course.
All right, advice on this hole: that bunker on the left hand side. You want to kind of go towards that, but stay short of it.
Short of it. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at the pin location here, I trick you. Most people just want a bomb driver, but if you look at the green, you're gonna have a hard time landing it and stopping it by that hole because there's a downslope.
Yeah. I'm just having a so from yes,
Thank
it's
you.
not going to be easy, but yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, mate. You kind of almost want to leave yourself a full shot in.
Yeah, gives you a good little angle in there as well.
Well, it's nice to know that I'm actually hitting the ball so much better than what I was this morning. Because when I played this morning, it was I could have very easily have put down my controller and never picked it up again on this game. I played that bad, so it's nice to know I'm playing okay at the moment. No
Yeah,
shame on being 2 down.
a good match. And that should feed right to the
I
hole.
hope so. The problem is I've hit a lob wedge, so it's going to stop.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
fun.
it was a slow, unfortunately. It's going to leave me a tester there. My next question for you is, after a round of golf, what are you eating or drinking?
After a round of golf, so a club special. That's what
Yep,
I'll be drinking. Um, eating.
nice shot.
Thank you. Man, it could be pretty much anything. Anything from a I'll get in there. What a putt.
There we go.
From like a, like a good brat at the end or a steak. Um, no, it didn't
Ooh,
break.
speaking of gifts for Christmas, Brad's giving me one
Yeah.
back.
We're even on the gifts.
Yeah, absolutely. There's one that Phil come up with. I think it was a chili steak sandwich.
That
Now
sounds good.
that, oh, mouth watering that sounded to me when he said that. I was like, I need to find myself one of them because that sounds so good. Um, yeah, had some really good answers from that question. Um, but as you can tell from the premise of sort of the questions, like you do get a lot of guys putting out videos on YouTube through this golf genre who ask questions. It's all mainly streamer based, and for me, I really want to get to know the player, and it's all more real life than anything. And me even asking you what you have to eat is, and some of the people afterwards that come off of here and they're like, mate, that was so good. You asking all them questions, just so personal and so personable. Um, and that's the idea. We want to try and get people to know who these people really are,
Yeah.
because
No,
because,
very,
because
very good questions.
you don't see, while you're streaming, for example, you don't see the real person, if you will, and that's the idea, is to get to people to know who's who. I mean, everybody knows, oh, it's a Paul Slow, please go, could be really good.
Yeah. That's gonna be really good.
um yeah, obviously, as a pure example, I'll use two names. Everybody knows who Des is.
Hmm.
Everybody knows who Pod is. Um, everybody knows how they are in streams. But on here, you get to learn the real person.
Yeah.
Um, not everything's always a swear word every so often, and things like that. And I'll be honest with you, on Desi's one, which has been out now for a bit, um, he managed to swear once in an hour. Can you believe that?
Really?
Yeah, once in
Oh.
an hour is amazing. The man can change.
Best behavior.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was really proud of that. And in this, we've kind of nicked two holes off you for out of nothing,
Yeah.
really.
And back to all square.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a really good
You
game,
got
to
me
be
thinking
honest.
about drinks and food.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm going to beat you, I feel.
That's
um,
my soft spot.
yeah, my next question for you: your three favourite golfers.
Uh, just don't go in the bunker. Davis Love the third. It's in the bunker. Would be the first one.
Okay,
Um,
good answer.
I just his swing coach took a job at
By the way, Brad, this green. What a green
yeah.
this is.
It's a it's a strategic hole. So it's a classic hole actually. Um, not an original design. It's a template called the Lion's Mouth.
I'm
But
okay being there. That gives me a chance to chip in all fairness.
for Eagle,
Being
yeah,
there, yeah.
absolutely.
You go on, sorry,
Anyway,
Davis Love.
yeah, he moved from Sea Island, Georgia. His swing instructor and took a job in Detroit, where I was caddying at, and yeah, so I got to actually meet Davis when he was there for the U.S. Open when I was at Oakland Hills back in the late '90s. Um, yeah, it's gonna be left, and then because I was the caddy champ, I got to play golf with him.
Nice.
Fast forward to the early 2000s, I was volunteering to do security at the Sony Open, and I was assigned to Davis Love III. Long story short, he remembered who I was,
Love
and that
that.
that that always stuck with me.
That's that's a big thing. If we're
Ah,
going to be completely honest, that's a big thing. Just the little things like that, they make such a
yeah,
big difference. So
yeah,
that's a big thing. And good to, and that's a cool story as well. That is
yeah,
not
yeah.
very good chip. It ensures my birdie, but it's not very good at all.
Um, I would say after that would probably. throw John and John Daly in there
Yep.
just because. Yeah, I'm gonna go one down.
Mm. Still not an easy putt here, mate. I must say. I'm gonna
No, I might tame
smack
that out a
through the
little bit.
break. I'm gonna smack that through the break.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry. So we've got Davis Love, John Daly, and number 3.
Number 3. Man, it's super hard not to put Tiger in there. For what he's done for the game. When I grew up, the year 2000, he just destroyed golf. I mean, in a
Yeah,
good way.
you're
He
not
killed
wrong.
everybody, and that just made an impression. Now, have I met him personally? Nope. But the
Would you want to meet him?
contributions,
Would you
oh,
want to meet him?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I would love to meet Tiger Woods. He's obviously made some choices in life that he's probably not proud of, but he's
Who
also
hasn't, Brad?
right, exactly. Who hasn't? But
Yeah.
the things that he's done for the game has been unmatched.
Yeah, for sure. Some of the golf shots I've seen him hit, like, I can only speak for myself here, but some of the shots that I've hit in my life, I've sat back and gone like, how did I do that? Like, that is such a good shot. And I look at the things that he's done on tour, mind blowing, literally mind blowing. Such a
Yep.
good player. Don't think we're ever going to see anyone like him again. If I'm going to be honest with you, I've
Yeah, I don't think so either.
no, I've
Oh, door
smacked,
open.
smashed that through the break, mate. There I did. There's an awful putt. As I said to you previously on Buckeye Tears Basin, mate, I struggle on your par threes. Always the
You
struggle
know,
on your par threes.
I'll say this though, the par threes on this course are relatively they're shorter.
Yeah.
So I think that is the longest par three right there
Yeah, so
that we
I
faced.
really enjoyed Buckeye Tears Basin. It was a really, really good challenge, but the par threes ate me alive. I'm not sure what I even shot in the course review. It must have been about 13 or 14, but yeah, them par threes ate me alive.
Yeah.
So, alright, let's get this down the middle. My regular old pull slow puts it straight down the middle. I'm going to ask you a
Nice.
question. We're going to crack on and get through these. What is your favourite course in game?
Ooh.
What course makes you go, I want to go back and play that?
Oh, man. It's so that is a very difficult question to ask.
That's got to go. These slows are killing me, Brad.
Right.
Killing me.
Um, man,
I've stumped you.
there's so many. I'll say this. Um, Pretty much anything by Daniel Rahmans because he's so
Drummond's,
good at
yeah.
creating environments. Um,
I enjoyed
I
that
just
course he made for gamer ability. That's a look at this.
yeah.
Well, we got a chip in. What a good shot that is.
Thanks. Um, I I just like courses where the you feel like you're really in that environment, and
Yeah,
I try to do that myself when I create courses. Is to like
it's
this one. I really
awful.
want you to feel like you're in Hawaii, a
Yeah, for
tropical
sure.
feel. Um, so I would say basically anything by Drummond's is a course
Yeah,
that I
he's
could
just,
play over and over and over again.
yeah. Yeah, he's a very good designer. So that course of gamer ability, not necessarily a hard course, but there's a lot of shots there you had to think about.
Yep.
And if you short-sided yourself, you're in big trouble. There was one tee shot. I'm not sure what hole it was. You almost couldn't keep it on the fairway. You had to lay back to be short and be clever. Right, we're one down on the 18th. This has become
And I
a.
think I
Have
just hit in
you
the
put
water.
it? Have you put it in the water? Wow. As I say, this is the third match in a row I have ended up here. Right, we just need to put it in play. We will be doing that with a slow. Oh, I didn't get the bounce I want, but it's okay. My last question for you, and I always think that this is probably the best question of the lot. Name me the best 3 players you've played with in this game.
In this game,
On this game, or the previous game, however you want to look at it, but
the
sort of
best three, as in
the best 3.
they're like the best at the game, or
Yeah,
the best three, as in
best at the
I
game.
enjoy playing with them.
Give me both.
Okay, the best three that I play with, it would be Lindsay, so materializations, Sloaner, um, and then the last one, maybe a little bit of a surprise, maybe not. I think Coxter's really, really good. I
Caught
would put him up
fire,
there.
mate. He has
Yeah.
caught fire on this game, in my opinion. My opinion on Corkster is the last game. Probably me and him were very, very even. You look at the world golf ranks and things like that, and he's always been a good player.
I just got booted.
Oh, did you? Ah, well,
Oh well.
let's look at it this way.
It was probably a
Um,
draw.
yeah, it's more than definitely a draw.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
literally you had to hold it out there. We will call it all square. It's a shame
Yep.
that it's happened there, but it's one of them things. Um, excuse me, going back onto Corkster. Yeah, I'd probably say very level pegging me and him. But before you know it, this game's come out and he is different gravy. He is fantastic now. Like there couldn't be more of a gap between me and him if we tried now, if I'm honest. So I think that's a very, very good answer. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, name me 3 people you enjoy playing with.
Well, you. I really enjoy playing with you. Whether it
Okay, that's
was
nice. Lovely to hear
with the
that.
Ryder Cup and all that stuff.
Yep.
I like good quality people. I like playing with Phil.
Yep.
So Caker, he's always makes me laugh. He's a good
Good
time.
guy. Good guy.
Absolutely. And the last person, maybe surprise for some, I don't know, but Side Pod, just because he makes me laugh. He's always got some surprise up his sleeve. He's also a good player. So there's three different
3
people
totally different
there.
guys there.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, absolutely with Phil, in my view, and I said this to him, and I also had the same thing with Trent. Without those 2 guys, I probably would have put this game down within 3 to 6 months, and probably never picked it back up again. I'm talking more 21. But the introduction of societies and things like that, and interactions, and now we've gone like looking at now with what we've got with Trinity with nearly 150 players. So interactive, sort of offline with the things that we do. I don't think you could have probably given a better answer there with Phil. Side pod, in my opinion, people love him, people hate him, and I don't think he'd have it any other way. For me, he makes me laugh so much. He's such a good guy. I've got a lot of time for him. He's one man that I will be aiming to get on here at some point or the other, providing that he can not say particular words in every three words, because monetization would definitely come in there for that one, which is one of those things. But that was something I'll be having a quiet word with him beforehand, and it might take about 3 or 4 takes to get a game in. Really, my opinion on the course, by the way, I really enjoyed the course. I think you got a couple of holes there from what I've seen. That you did mention the one on the par 5, which I won, that I smashed through the break. That break there was pretty lethal. But to look at and the way that you've got things, I mean, like, fantastic. I really look forward to doing that, and I would, when that comes out, I will most definitely be giving it a course review because it's a definite winner there in my opinion, and Kyle, aka Progressive, will be onto a winner there for his old shot tournament. That's been fantastic, to be honest, to have you on. As you said, it's been a pleasure because we've played Ryder Cups together. We've battled in Platinum last season. You know, we haven't had overly too much interaction on this game because I'm not in Platinum as such. But I knew you'd be a good guy to come on. Obviously, I knew your background in golf. Can't ask much more, and to be honest, it was a really good game. Shame it, obviously, you got booted at the end there. But we call it all square. So basically, I've won the first two, I lost my next two, and I've halved my first two. It's just those damn Irishmen seem to have my number at the moment. That's how it works. What we'll be doing is carrying on with the schedule as it is. So we'll be doing the Legend Series. We'll be throwing in a Fantasy Friday, where I'll be focusing on some Tiger Woods courses and some new fantasy courses made through 2K23. So on that one, Brad, thank you for coming on. I appreciate your time as always. Some cracking stories there for yourself. You're welcome to come on any time. I'm doing some fantasy challenges as well at some point. I'm going to try and get you on for that. I might even see if I can get you on the pod in there as well. Because I haven't done nothing with pods out. That will be a good one, especially on the Predator, because it's pretty lethal, to be honest. So from my perspective there, thank you for coming on. Please give this a like as well. Hit the subscribe button, turn the bells on for notifications, and we will catch you in the next one. Take care.
Later.